Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, How to Streamline Sales Prospecting from Cold Calls to Qualified Leads. We are so excited to have you all here with us. Before we start, I want all the viewers to answer this one question. Imagine if your sales process were a superhero, what would its superpowers be? Go ahead, you can drop your answers in the chat. Okay, I can see some of the answers coming already. Wow, those are some creative answers, whether it's ability to close leads instantly or turn rejections into wins. One thing is for sure, every superhero needs the right tool and strategies to reach its full potential. Now, that's exactly we are here today. I am Kalash, your host, and I am here to make sure that this session is fun, engaging, and packed with valuable insights. We have got an incredible lineup of speakers with us today. I would quickly like to introduce them with you. First, we have Shelly Aditya, AVP Sales at CallHippo. With over 4 years of experience, Shelly is a proven SaaS sales leader known for scaling sales teams, optimizing conversion, driving strategic growth. He plays a key role in CallHippo's global success through his expertise in sales forecasting and planning. Shelly's leadership continues to empower teams to achieve exceptional results. Hi, Shelly. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Kalash. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here today and share my thoughts and learnings. I believe things we have learned over time and implemented here at CallHippo might be a good learning experience for everyone. And I'm really looking forward to an insightful session today. I hope everyone walks away with some key takeaways after this webinar.
Indeed. Next, we have Greg, Head of Growth at No CRM. Greg is a seasoned leader specializing in driving market expansion through innovative sales strategies, starting his journey by successfully developing the DACH market from Berlin. Greg now leads global initiatives to optimize growth channels, boost user acquisition, and enhance online visibility. With success across multiple European markets, Greg consistently delivers impactful results. Hi, Greg. Glad to have you here. Thanks for making time for us.
Hi everyone, and thanks Kalash. Yes, it's really an honor to be a superhero of the cold calling and the lead management. Yes, and I'm really looking forward to giving different best practice about the cold calling and just to get a good qualified lead in your pipeline. Yeah.
Before I hand over the session to the speakers, let me quickly walk you through what we'll cover today. First, we have why sales prospecting matters. Second, an introduction to Call Hippo and its mission. Third, the sales prospecting workflow. Fourth, key tools to enhance productivity and efficiency. Last but not the least, advanced features for sales and support teams. I hand over the session to Shelly. Shelly will continue from here.
Talking about sales prospecting and why it matters, I would like to ask everyone how many people or sales leaders out here truly believe that prospecting is the foundation of sales success? Drop your thoughts in the chat around this. I'll take a pause for 10 seconds to see what the audience thinks. So I can see a lot of people quite agreeing to it that prospecting is not just about filling your pipeline, it's about finding the right opportunities and pushing that into your pipeline. Here is why it matters. First thing is to understand that prospecting is the foundation of sales. Without it, no amount of follow ups, demos, or pitches can solely drive results. It's the first step to identify quality leads that are more likely to convert or have higher urgency. Leaders should focus on quality, not quantity. One of the biggest mistakes most of the business leaders make is to follow the quantity. But from my experience, especially in the SaaS market, targeting the right prospect is important. The debate around prospecting is not about getting any leads, but around leads that really adds up the value and drives a higher conversion rate. I've seen even here at CallHippo, when I speak with business leaders, that an unqualified leads may waste weeks of the team's time, whereas a lead with a good buyer intent and a buying need with the right pain can close in days. Sales prospecting helps in reducing the sales cycle, and effective prospecting sets the stage for better conversation. When your SDRs and executives know about a prospect's pain point, requirements, and understand how the product can align in the prospect's ecosystem, they tailor their pitch accordingly. This helps them build trust faster, do better conversation, and eventually shortens the sales cycle. SDRs who focus on building conversation rather than just asking questions or qualifying tends to be more productive and efficient. These SDRs turn out to be the reps who showcase exceptional results and grow fastly towards the executive role. Sales prospecting is not only about focusing on quality or reducing the sales cycle, but if done properly and precisely, it fuels the entire long term growth. It isn't just about the current quarter's number. It's about doing those meaningful conversation, building the relationship with the prospect to identify future opportunities. A lead today might not be a good lead for the current quarter, but it can become a potential customer maybe 6 months from now. Working with CallHippo for close to 5 years, I've seen and understood the importance of working on the retargeting of old leads slash pipeline that goes into the lost stage. Initially, we were not doing much around this, but since we started doing this, we have realized the importance of it. We have seen good revenue coming in from those set of leads. The way sales prospecting was happening earlier, that has evolved a lot, especially after the introduction of modern sales frameworks and addition of the multiple communication channels. All this has led to sales prospecting being evolved. Today, it's not just about cold calls or emails. It's about doing a multi-channel outreach by leveraging the benefit of multiple tools like LinkedIn, WhatsApp, calls, and emails to reach the prospects. Buyers have evolved as well, and now they like to interact on the communication platform of their choice where they are most comfortable. Efficient sales prospecting is all about leveraging these technologies with the help of business communication tools like CallHippo that helps in streamlining the outreach, manage the leads, and track the performance. It helps in building personalization at scale. With CRM data and automation, every message can be tailored without being time consuming. I've seen how integrating smart tools and using a strategic approach to prospecting can transform the way sales team connect with the leads and drive better results. It's clear that sales prospecting is important. And efficient sales prospecting is achieved with the addition of a business communication platform like CallHippo. Now, before we move on to the next slide and discuss more about why CallHippo and how we help businesses, I would like to take a pause and we will do a poll to understand how many people on today's webinar they're using some kind of business communication platform. Kailash, do we have the poll result? So I can see that a lot of people are using it actively. Some people are not using it, but majority of the audience are already aware about what we do and how the business communication platform help companies and businesses in terms of streamlining everything at work. So talking about CallHippo, we are an AI-driven business communication platform. We started in early 2017. We currently have 5,000 plus businesses with us, and we help their sales and support teams to connect faster, collaborate efficiently, and deliver exceptional customer experiences. With advanced telephony features like parallel dialer, real-time insights, advanced reporting, along with a centralized messaging platform, we simplify communication across calls, SMS, and instant messaging. be it leveraging AI tools for call scheduling, chatbots, or doing sentiment analysis. We help businesses maximize productivity and ensure impactful interactions happen. Most of the businesses face productivity challenges around fragmented communication, missed engagement opportunities, challenges in making calls internationally, manual and time consuming processes, limited decision making and collaboration insights. So, all these problems, we are here to solve it for you as a business and as an omni-channel platform. We ensure that we are right there to support everyone around these problems. CallHippo has multiple products like Business Phone System, WhatsApp Business API, AI voice bots, AI sales agents, shared inbox, and depending on the needs, these products can surely add up the value. We have helped businesses increase their lead generation by 77%. We have made teams more productive, and our clients have got 40% higher productivity after using CallHippo. CallHippo provides coverage in 90 plus countries, enabling the business to establish a local presence irrespective of geographical boundaries. Even if your business is based in US or any other region and you want to target to some other country, we have got that covered for you. On top of this, the UI is clean, simple, and easy to use. This ensures that the reps don't spend much of their time understanding the product, the onboarding goes quicker, and they can do what they're supposed to do the most, that is, talk to a potential customer. At the end of the day, this all these things enhances the productivity of the team. CallHippo has a very tight integration with NoCRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, and many more big players in the market. This helps SDRs avoid leaving their CRM and receiving all the data within the CRM itself. The team is able to make calls, receive calls right from the CRM. Be it call recording, call status, call transcription, everything is managed from a single place. With everything going inside your CRM, data driven decision making becomes a lot easier. Sales leaders are able to track metrics like call volume, response time, agents' performance. These insights are really helpful to refine your strategies and optimize team's efficiency. The best part of the software is it's scalable. So it doesn't matter if you are using if you are a small business or a large enterprise, we make sure that we grow together. Our mid-market SaaS company we onboarded last year, they have seen a significant improvement in terms of their lead response time and conversion. After using us, the lead response time got reduced by 30% and they got 20% increase in their conversion rate. One of our customers expanded into 3 new business territories with ease because of the wide range of coverage that we offer. These things surely tell us CallHippo helps the business drive measurable growth. Let's talk about how sales leader should set up the sales prospecting workflow and what are the best practices to make your prospecting effective and efficient. The sales prospecting workflow. So when we look at the sales prospecting workflow, Kailash, can we move on to the next slide one? So when we look at the sales prospecting workflow, the SMART goals should be followed. There are multiple steps in the sales prospecting workflow. It starts as early as defining your ICP. So to the audience who are not aware about the ICP, it's ideal customer profile. Like company size, industry, location, and key decision makers role. So when my SDR team or an SMB team, they target an SMB or a mid-market SaaS company, they focus precisely on all these parameters. Even for the roles, they target on VP of sales or head of operations. The second important part of sales prospecting workflow is to build a reliable prospect list. Leveraging tools like LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Zoom Info, or even your own CRM itself to compile a list of potential leads becomes and plays a very important role. Just make sure the list aligns with the ICP that is created in the first step to maximize the likelihood of conversion. The third important part here is not all prospects are equal, so there is a need to segmentize and prioritize the leads on the basis of factors like intent, engagement level, or strategic value. High value prospects should be prioritized and focus your efforts on those which are more likely to convert. So depending on the ACV, the lead prioritization can be done. The lead can be segmentized on the basis of the factors that I mentioned. Personalized Personalization is very important considering the modern way how the evolution has transformed, the sales has changed. The outreach has to be very personalized. So you can create templates for email, LinkedIn messages, call scripts, but ensure each outreach feels personal and feels relevant. Use a combination of calls, emails, LinkedIn, and even WhatsApp to connect with the prospect. Probably, to give you an example, we can begin with an email, follow up on a LinkedIn or a WhatsApp, and then make a call. This layered approach increases customers' engagement. There's a need to utilize tools and technology as well as part of the sales prospecting workflow. So, tools like CallHippo, they streamline the prospecting with features like parallel dialer, call analytics, and CRM integration. Monitor metrics like response rates, call duration, and meeting schedule to understand what's working for the team. Use these insights to refine your workflow and improve results over the time. The most important part here is the follow up. Almost 80% of the sales they happen after at least 5 follow-ups. So persistence is the key in prospecting. Most prospects they require multiple touch points before engaging. There should be a proper cadence that should be set up for follow-ups just to make sure you don't miss any of the follow-ups. The last part and the most crucial part is to qualify and hand off these leads to the executives. And that should be done on the basis of sales frameworks, be it band, be it spin, be it medic, whichever suits the business and the team the best. This ensures the smooth transition, keeping the entire buyer's journey intact. So CallHippo has a lot of features that empowers the sales team and makes it a perfect fit for them. Talking about the CallHippo features for sales team, I would like to throw some light on the efficiency, insights, and engagements that is very important in sales. CallHippo is designed to enhance all these aspects with its advanced features tailored for sales team. I'll explain how it empowers the sales professionals to achieve better results through its sales centric features. Karish, can we move on to the next one? Talking about the features for sales team, Parallel Dialer is one of the wow features, one of our USP features, which helps in maximizing productivity. With CallHippo's Parallel Dialer, sales teams can make multiple calls simultaneously. It's perfect for high volume outbound campaigns, allowing you to connect with more prospects in less time. Consider a situation. Imagine your team has a list of thousands of leads to contact. Instead of dialing one by one, the parallel dialer helps you upload the entire list, makes call automatically, and your team only speaks with people who actually pick up the call. So the operation time, the time of dialing upon those contacts, that is saved and the team becomes more productive. CallHippo automatically record all the calls, providing a valuable resource for training and quality control. The call recording feature is powered under the powerful branch of compliance call recording that ensures the legalities and geographical compliances are being followed, which vary from country to country. Managers can review the calls to understand the areas of improvement and replicate successful strategies across the team. The analytic features gives us a detailed insights into metrics like call status, call disposition, call tags, call duration, and the success rate of the call. So as a leader, I'm able to see the connectivity towards a particular region, and I can understand the data on a week-on-week trend or a month-on-month trend just to get some insights and understand in what region my SDRs are really doing well and where they need certain kind of help from my side or we need to optimize the campaigns a bit. CallHippo's AI Assist feature makes the intelligence available at our fingertips. CallHippo's AI Assist takes the sales conversation to the next level. Think of it as a virtual sales coach guiding your team during every interaction. It provides real time help to the SDRs during the call, helping rep respond to objections effectively and upsell intelligently. The AI also analyzes the past call data to recommend the best time to call a specific lead and improve the connect rates. Buyers, like I already told, they have evolved a lot and they are much more aware now. They expect engagement on their preferred communication channel. CallHippo integrates voice, email, SMS, WhatsApp, and many more into one seamless platform. This omnichannel approach helps the SDRs to connect with prospects wherever they are, enhancing the customer experience. So probably I can start an outreach through an email. I can follow up on a WhatsApp or a LinkedIn message, and then we can finalize a call all from the same interface. So I don't have to use multiple softwares, multiple products to get all these things done. Now, how these features work together. Let's visualize the workflow. So step one is when the lead enters the system, if there is an inbound SDR team, they'll be taking care of it. If there is a cold outreach in case of the outbound SDRs, the lead will be qualified and the call would be made through parallel dialer, saving time and increasing connections. AI Assist is here to help the reps on the live call in terms of any objections or any value addition. It can be anything with respect to product, competitor, anything. The call is recorded and the analytics team later reviews it to gather those insights. Follow ups happen through WhatsApp or SMS via the omnichannel platform, keeping the engagement consistent and timely. Sales teams using CallHippo, they have seen an improvement in teams' productivity when using parallel dialing, and also the win rates, they have improved a lot, all thanks to the AI driven insights. CallHippo does not just streamlines the sales workflow, it transforms them, and the team can focus on what they do the best, hunting new leads, building relationship, along with closing deals. Now let's talk about the advanced features of CallHippo that helps the sales and support team. Kalish, can we move on to the next one? Talking about the advanced features in the product, there are a lot of features that are helpful for the sales team as well as the support teams. It empowers them to work effectively. Features like wide range of dialers, spam control, it helps the sales team in terms of doing the outreach, making sure the connectivity and the pickup rate improves. And some features like AI agent, analytics, it helps both the sales team and the support team in terms of their day-to-day work. All these features help offer scalability and empowers these team to achieve wonderful result and be more productive than before. AI agents come with the capability of AI Assist, Call Whisper, and Call Monitoring that helps the sales teams in terms of managing the entire conversational flow and the support team in terms of managing the entire knowledge base and helping these both the teams on a real-time basis. Think about a case when your SDR or a support rep is on a call and doesn't know something what the prospect asked. And suddenly on the dialer, that SDR or the support guy gets the prompt with the answer and or the relevant information. These kind of prompts, they act like a game changer. They improve the customer experience as well as it creates an impact that has a more bigger brand value. So we have a wide range of dialers, be it auto dialer, be it power dialer, be it parallel dialer. Depending on the requirement and the use case, teams can adapt to the right dialer of their choice and make sure their connectivity, the dial-ups, that goes high. Parallel dialer also comes up with the capability of auto pacing up dial ratio or even setting up your own dials ratio depending on your team's requirement. It ensures that more dial outs happen eventually and the team is able to screen good quality leads from the ocean of lead. Like I've already mentioned, we have a wide range of powerful integration and we integrate seamlessly with multiple softwares, which enables the sales and the other teams to get all their call data within the CRM itself. So as a sales leader, you are able to create all kind of reports with respect to the call analytics inside the CRM itself. You can keep a track of data, you can monitor, you can track it, and you can refer it for the improvement purpose. The analytics that we offer are advanced and it offers a complete in-depth reporting, be it the call disposition report, be it the outgoing call report, be it the call summary report, or a user status report. Everything is available at a single click, and sales leaders are able to visualize these insights and learn more about how they can optimize the output with respect to a particular region and where they need to actually work on with a particular team member. So, all in all, it improves the sales coaching. There is a culture that gets built within the team, and everyone is in a kind of a learning environment where they are learning from each other. Automation is the way to take things forward. And with CallHippo's sticky agent, teams are able to ensure that conversation is seamless and the prospect speaks to the rep aware about their need as and when they reach out to the business. Features like smart forwarding and AI call routing adds up the value in terms of scalability and preventing the spam. I believe the audience would connect well and agree that spamming is a major issue and pain for businesses right now, wherever there's a need of doing communication with the prospect. It's one of the major problems for all the businesses doing outbound, where the heavy focus is on volume centric calls, or even for inbound teams, it's still a problem in terms of the dial ups. They're not getting the right dial up rate. So to prevent spamming, we have come up with a lot of spam control features. We have auto rotate, which is one of our advanced feature that helps in preventing spam, as it automatically rotates the number to ensure a single number doesn't go into the spam. So we have taken a look at the data. We did a lot of research, and then we came up with this feature where we understood that if from the same number there are more than 70 dial outs in a day, the chances of that number going to the spam that increases. So with auto rotate, we make sure that in a single day, not more than 70 calls go from the same number. And that's what we are working in a direction towards preventing spam. And what can be the better way of getting the notification as soon as your number goes to spam? That's what our spam watch feature does. With this, I think I would now ask Greg to throw some light and make the audience aware about how no CRM help businesses streamline the sales workflows and optimize the lead management.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go directly to NoCRM, and thanks, Shiley, for your different insight, because it's really interesting how you describe the workflow, because now with NoCRM, we can just dip into this different sales process. So just a few words about NoCRM.io. And by the way, I have a question for you. I would like to know, is someone already using a CRM or not? We have a special question for you. So please just fill out, and then I just give you some insight and what is NoCRM. So NoCRM.io, it's on the market. It's going to be over 10 years, and we are really a lead management software. So we are like an anti-CRM. So it's really designed for salespeople. And now it's more or less 14,000 people in over 80 countries using NoCRM.io. So we are available in different language. And one of the things is that we are part of the Positive Group. So that means we are integrated with other marketing SaaS solution, but also we are connected with a lot of different voice systems, for example, such as CallHippo. So that means it's the best combo that you can have. It's really NoCRM.io plus CallHippo. You can do a lot of things, and I will show you how you can do that later. So we can go next to the next slide just to understand better what is exactly NoCRM and who is it for. So it's really for the solopreneur. So that means you want to learn how to manage your sales process. It's really perfect to build really your pipeline and the different sales tools. And it's also really designed for classic sales team and also outbound sales team. And by the way, today I will give you more focus on that, how to manage your outbound sales team with NoCRM plus CallHippo or another VoIP system. Okay. And NoCRM is really multi-sector. What does that mean? That means we are using by different kind of company, for example, working in renewable energies, real estates, and also lead gen agency, because it's really a great tool if you have a high volume of different code to make. Okay. So now we can go to the next slide just to understand better the philosophy. It's really the vision that we have of the good commercial process. So selling is a process. I mean, you can ask your salespeople to just try data like a marketer. I mean, the focus of the salespeople is just really to be focused on selling. And that's why we create really a tool that you can really create in 1 second. You can create your lead and just to be focused on the way to manage it and just to move forward to the closing, because I mean, it's the main goal of the salespeople. It's just to really close the deal, you know. And with NoCRM, you are really focused on the next action to do with your lead. So that means you have to make a call, you have to send an email, you have always this reminder, and you are really focused on your lead. Okay, and with NoCRM, we're also a great tool for the sales manager and CEO, because you can really see the whole activity on your team. For example, cold calling teams, you can see all the things that he did, how many calls. So it's really great if you want really to give a boost to your team and just to manage that really well. And for sure, as lead management tool, you can really centralize all the lead that you have in this tool. So now we can go to the next slide about NoCRM, just to understand well what we are. And yeah, it's just an example. Why do your company choose us? It's really because with NoCRM, you are focused to, you just fill data really easily. You don't have to spend 1 hour just to fill out information. It's really easy to do that, to create your lead and really focus on closing deals. And as I explained with NoCRM, you understand and you optimize your sales process, because through the setup of the account, it's really, you build your one sales process. Yeah. So now let's go to the main topic of this co-webinar today. So it's the next slide, please. So it's really about the sales process step and the different teleprospecting tools, and I can add also the teleprospecting reflex that you have to get. Okay, so let's start with the first step, and it makes sense. It's really to define your different sales goals. So next slide, please. So yeah. You have to define your different sales goal, because you can't just ask your different sales team, hey guys, you have to reach 1 million this month, or you have to give more something more practical. You have to define different activity, and that's why in NoCRM you can define different kind of goals. So for sure, daily, weekly, and monthly goals. Okay, and after that you have to split two different kind of goals. You have to split between the activity based and the business based. Okay, so for example, here you have different kind of objective, different goals. But for example, about the calls, so how many calls you have to make every day, how many calls you have to qualify. For the email, is the same things. And the business base is really, for example, the revenue generated. And as you can see on the right, it's just an overview of the different goals that you can directly set up in a CM. And why you have to set up different sales goals is because it's like a booster for your sales team. Okay. And also it's just, a way, for example, okay, I make all my calls, but what is the next thing that I have to do during my day? It's really a good way just to, it's really a good guide to say, okay, it's all the structure and all the goals that I have to reach this day. And when you give different activity-based goals, you will see your sales team will reach the different business goals. And for sure, you have to define that using the SMART method. So that means you have to define some realistic goals. Okay. So now you have your goals. What is the next step? The next step is really to define the nice workspace. So you have different kind of examples. Sometimes you use, for example, at the beginning, you started with the Excel spreadsheet. It was really awful and it was not dedicated for a sales team, So it was not the best solution. After that, you move to the sales pipeline. Okay, sales pipeline is really great. For example, here you have an example of the sales pipeline in NoCRM.io. It's really great, but sometimes, it's not the best tool dedicated for the cold calling team. Okay, you can do that. You can use one sales pipeline just for your sales prospecting efforts, but you can also adopt a different tool. And this tool is a prospecting list. You can see that to the right. So it seems to be like an Excel spreadsheet when you say that, but it's more powerful, because when you just click on the line of your prospect, you got directly a pop-up with all information from your prospects. Okay, we call that the prospect browser. So what does that mean? That means as telemarketer, you saw directly the prospect that you need to reach, and you are just focused to get the info from your prospect, and then you can just start your call. So it's really a good way just to make the difference between the pipeline. It's for qualified lead, and prospecting lead is for cold prospects. And with NoCRM, we make really the difference between these two different steps of the sales process. Okay, so that means with the prospecting leads, you transform cold prospect into qualified leads. Okay, and we have also a third tools, and it's really a new one. I will show you that. So it's the next slide, please. And it's about the call campaign. So I spoiled you today. I'm really happy to share that with you guys. But it's really a call campaigns. What does it mean? Imagine that you have your telemarketing team, and sometimes your telemarketers, they spend too much time to say, okay, which prospect I have to reach, So it's hard. Sometimes they spend more time to search which prospect I have to make to call, And with the call campaigns, we give directly the information of the prospect that they have to call. So it's really easy. So that means we give to the telemarketer directly the list of the prospect to reach. So that means as CEO or head of sale of your team, you define different rules for your telemarketing. For example, okay, I want to send all the different prospects from New York. And then just to say it's no more than 5 calls per day per lead. Okay, so that means it's really something smart that the telemarketer at the end, he just focused on to make the call and he got directly the prospects. He didn't need to search. So it's really, you save a lot of time with this kind of tools. And with CallHippo, it's really smart because you just make the call really fast. So now it's perfect. You have defined the sales goal. We define the workspace. Now the third step is, next slide, please. It's to reach out to your prospects. So now, for sure, you have to use the VoIP system. So we know it's, we all started with a smartphone, and with the phone. But be honest, you can track. You can take some notes. It's really hard. You don't have the recording after that. So with a VoIP, like for example, like CallHippo, you can see that on the right. Is how is it in no CRM? So you can see there is directly a dial, so you can directly just enter the number or it's automatically fill in. And then you can see the screen just on the right, the recording. So what does that mean? That means you make your call and then you get directly the recording on your lead. So just an example, but sometimes, it's hard to understand all the information or maybe you forget something from during your call. You can just re-listen. You have just to listen the recording and then you catch all the information that you need to know. Is it a good deal or bad lead, So it's really something important. And for sure, with a VoIP, you can just manage your all inbound calls and also outbound calls. Okay. And one of the things is with the VoIP, you have nothing to do. You have just to, it's a seamless integration. You don't have to get, you don't have to be a tech just to make the integration. It's really easy. In 2 minutes, you can install really NoCRM and CallHippo. So now we got someone on the phone. What is the next step? Because it's nice to get someone on the phone, but you have to follow something and it's going to be the third step. So the first step is qualify prospect. So just a reminder, but as the cold call is really, your goal is to be sure that is not the intern at the phone. Okay. And you want to be sure it's the right person. Okay. It's really your target. And then your goal is really at the end to give some interest to book a new meeting just to take more time, just to show what you want to offer to your prospect. Okay. So that's why you need to have a script. Okay. But I'm not talking about the script, you talk like a robot, like Word, you just follow your Word file. No, I'm really speaking about a script that you can engage and really get a conversion. You have a chat with your prospect, okay? And by the way, in NoCRM, we have this kind of free tool, is a sales script generator. And it's really easy because with that, you just check in the box and just asking the different questions to your prospect. So that means you interact. There is a true interaction. And on the screenshot that you can see here is a different free template that you can find for different sector, okay? And that is really nice because you have just a structure, you have just to follow the structure of your script and to be sure at the end, okay, I got all the information enough to know, is it a lead that I send to my executive team, to the pipeline, or I just cancel because it was not the target. Okay, so it's really a tool just to qualify really easier and it's really a thing to just not to forget. And just a reminder, it's 100% free and customizable. So that means you can just adapt as you want the scripts. And now we finished the call. You have one last step to follow. So it's the next slide. And it's going to be the last step of your sales prospect sales process. It's really to analyze your prospecting efforts. So with CallHippo, we know that there is a recording. So what does that mean? That means you can just listen your recording just to know, okay, maybe I forget this kind of information. So for the next time, I know. So it's really important that you have to listen your different call, okay? And with CallHippo also, you can know, for example, okay, I don't know if I speak about the different price or the different offer. You can check directly that with CallHippo, okay? So that is really for the quality of your prospecting effort to check. But with NoCRM, we give also the option to check the different KPIs. And the KPIs for the cold calling, it's really about the analysis pro prospecting list. So just an example here on the screen on the left, you can see, for example, I give you an example of one prospecting list. It's a March Expo event. So what you can see on the color, you can see on the yellow one, it means I'm more or less a middle to qualify. So I have still to work on this prospecting list, okay? And then the orange color, what does that mean? That means it's all different prospect that I turn into a lead into the pipeline. And the green one, it means I cancel. So it's just a good way to check the quality of your prospecting list. And on the right, what you can see, it's really when you click on this prospecting list, you have more information. How many activities I did, how many calls I made on this prospecting list. So it's really smart things for you and for your sales managers just to check your prospecting effort. Because sometimes, we can just be frustrated and we want to know more about what is our prospecting activity. And with this kind of reporting, it's really easy to have an overview of that. So it was the last step, and today we have a great news for you. Anyways, we are really exclusive discount offer for CallHippo user and also NoCRM user. For CallHippo user, we have a limited offer for NoCRM this week. It's finishing this week. It's to get 50% of NoCRM for the full year on the Dream Team edition. And also for NoCRM user, you can try CallHippo, and we have a 50% off all monthly plans. So if you don't have a VoIP system or you want maybe to switch on another one, I think it's the right time just to test that. And next slide, please. And the next slide, just to give you a summarize of why you have to integrate your lead management software with a VoIP system, for example, like CallHippo. It's because it's easy. I mean, you have nothing to do with the integration. You have just to set up that in a few minutes. It's flexible. What does that mean? That means it's access from anywhere. You have just to get internet connection and that's it. I mean, if you work as remote it's just internet and that's it. Fast, as I say, you can really, just to be on board and to understand how it's working, it's really easy. And global is because with CallHippo, you can use that over the world. It's in more than 100 countries. So yes, that's it for me. And thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Shelly and Greg. Those were indeed fantastic presentations. Now it's your turn, attendees. If you have any questions, you can drop them in comment section or the chat box. So we have our first question. What process can we implement to avoid spamming prospect and maintain brand reputation? Shelly and Greg, could any one of you can share
I'll
your
take
thoughts
this
on
up.
this?
So definitely, like when I was telling about the advanced features of CallHippo. So spamming is one of the major problems right now for most of the businesses. Whenever we are doing any outreach, because as soon as the number gets spammed, the connectivity drops by a very huge margin. People don't pick up the calls as soon as they see it's coming from a flag number or a spam number already. So we safeguard this thing through, we have a lot of features like I told about. We have auto rotate, we have spam watch just to make sure the number doesn't go to spam. And then also we do a lot of activities around avoiding the spam. We are also introducing a lot of features around this thing itself because we understand the core problem of it and we want to solve it for most of the businesses.
Yeah, and me, I just add some info about that. But with NoCRM, you can really, we just spoke today about the telemarketing and as sales reps on the phone, but for sure for NoCRM, you can send different email. And also we have a special integration with WhatsApp and also just to reach different prospects from on LinkedIn. Yeah, for sure. It's possible with NoCRM to use different kind of channels. Yeah.
Okay, so we already have another question. What strategies can sales teams use to comply with regional data protection laws during cold calls?
I can take this up as well. So I think the foremost important part is to understand the legal framework. So we need to know about the laws with respect to region. For example, what I mentioned, even for the call recording, the laws are different from country to country. Somewhere you can record both side calls, somewhere you're not authorized to record both side call. So the first important thing is to know what's the legal framework, and then implement a consent management system. So we, like I told, we have a compliance call recording. We make sure that you take consent for all the regions where you are not breaching any kind of law. So I think then after these two steps, we need to train the sales team. That's very important because the training will be required for these kind of situations to avoid breaching any law in any kind of region.
Okay, I think that would be enlightening enough. Next up, we have how can cold calling be integrated with other outreach strategies like email or social selling, and how can no CRM help in that?
Okay, let me check where is the question. I didn't see
Do
it.
you,
Where is it?
do you want me to repeat?
Yeah, please, can you repeat where is it? I didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, how can cold calling be integrated with other outreach strategies like email or social selling, and how can no CRM help in that?
Yeah, so as I explained, where you can really create different leads from different kind of channels. Okay, from for example your phone, from your email, and after that we have different way to reach different prospects. So we have differently. You can directly integrate with your mailbox. It's also with, as I say, with WhatsApp. So yes, we have different kind of. I mean, you can just sell on different channels. Yeah.
Okay, next up we have another question. How do you train sales reps to overcome call reluctance?
I think so. There is traditional method that has been followed with time, and now with modern sales, and especially after the introduction of AI in terms of all the department and all the teams. Now these things are being taken care through AI. So I'll talk about my experience, how we have been doing at CallHippo for my sales team. Initially, we were doing it through role plays. So we do regular role plays. We spend a lot of effort towards coaching of the team members and making sure everything is going as per the pitch is perfect, though there is no perfect pitch, but we ensure that we try to just be as close as possible to it. Latest, what we did around it is we implemented AI software, which coaches the team members. They can do role play. I can schedule assignments for them and then keep a track of the assignments. We can even see what moments were they able to capture on the calls, what did they miss on the calls, and all those metrics. Which really helps in terms of understanding and then making sure the guys are perfectly ready to go and kill it in the job.
Okay, so we have one more question that says, what emerging technologies should we consider to gain a competitive edge in prospecting?
Yeah, I can start. But one of the things is what we noticed that we got a lot of customers from AV CRM, and when they cover really dedicated to for sales people like a lead management software, it's a huge game changer. So it's worth it. So I think definitely, for example, to use more a dedicated CRM designing for salespeople. Okay, and also to check the different integration. For example, now you have to get a tool really integrated with different outreach channel. For example, one with VoIP system, also with LinkedIn, with WhatsApp, and yes, I mean it's one of the things really important. And also the automation. You have to check that you can create different automation workflow. For example, we are on Zapier, on the Make, so that means you can make some automation. So I think it's definitely something important.
Okay, so no more questions now. I think this was the last question. Okay, that was a really great session. Indeed, we could get a lot of insights from our speakers on sales prospecting, and our audience also had really interesting questions. So before I wrap up this session, I would like to thank Shelly and Greg for their incredible insights, and each and every audience for joining us today. Remember, sales prospecting doesn't have to be overwhelming. With tools like CallHippo and no CRM, you can turn cold calls into qualified leads and achieve measurable success. If you'd like to learn more, check out the links shared in the chat or reach out to our teams. A recording of this session will be sent to you shortly. Thank you again for being part of today's webinar. Wishing you all success in your prospecting journey. Take care and see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Pleasure connecting today, all of you.
Yeah, thanks again. Bye.